Hi there, this is Roderick from Toy Masters Video Magazine. I'm here at the I Am Elemental Play with Power booth at ToyFair. I'm here with Julie Kerwin. She's one of the owners and creators of I Am Elemental. She's going to tell us about what got them started on I Am Elemental. It was from a Kickstarter program. And she's going to tell us about the new release that they done of the new figure, which is a 6-inch figure. And she's going to also tell us about what plans they have in store for us for I Am Elemental. This is just not just for girls, this is for anybody. And she's going to tell us the back story, the history on I Am Elemental. And with that, here's Julie.
Thank you, Roderick. Thank you so much. So I Am Elemental was created to do 3 things, essentially. The first thing that we wanted to do was we recognized that the female action figures on the market today really weren't being created for children. They were being created for adult male collectors. What we like to say, more hooters than heroin. And so the first thing that we were setting out to do was to create a figure with a healthier breast to hip ratio that was more appropriate for a child to play with. The second thing that we tried to do was recreate the superhero myth. So we were asking ourselves, why does Spider-Man appeal to a boy of 4 and a man of 40, but we don't have really many female equivalents like that? And so at the time I was reading a lot of actually child psychology books, and this notion of grit and persistence and perseverance being more important than even intelligence to success. And so all of these ideas were swirling around in my head, and I woke up one morning and I said, I have the answer. It's not superheroes, it's superpowers. And so the I Am Elemental figures are not superheroes. They are actually the superpowers. In the I Am Elemental universe, the girl or boy is the superhero, and the figures are the personification of her powers. And so our first series, which we launched on Kickstarter in May, is the Courage series. And so it's the 7 derivatives of courage. So it's bravery, energy, honesty, industry, enthusiasm, persistence, and fear. We launched a Kickstarter in May. We were fully funded in 48 hours, and by the end of the campaign we had raised almost $163,000. And one of the reasons that this happened is because we spent a lot of time. Our third most important thing was that we spent a lot of time in the design of the figures. We really wanted them to be forward-thinking in both their design and in their engineering, and give children a toy that they hadn't seen before, that really was a great piece of action figure to play with. And so in doing that, we ended up attracting an audience that wasn't just parents and children. So our Kickstarter really succeeded because we had parents and children, we had people interested in kind of the girl power empowerment message, and we had the collector community really embrace us, which was a tremendously exciting thing for us. And so we went into production, we delivered on time, in time for the holidays in December, and now here at ToyFair we just announced our 6.5-inch Courage figure. She's the first in our Core Power series. So every series of 7 figures will end up with a 6.5-inch Core Power series figure, who's the embodiment of all 7 figures. Next up for us, we started development on series number 2. Series number 2 is the Wisdom series, and again it will be a series of 7 4-inch figures, and then it will culminate in our Core Power Wisdom figure, and so on. The goal is to fill out our Elements of Power chart, which is essentially like the periodic table of elements for superpowers.
Now, I do have a couple of questions. One, how much are you going to be selling this separately, or will it be sold as a pack, as a set? And also, how much would it cost? And also, are you going to ever make a boys line for this?
So first of all, you can buy the full set of 7 in the lunchbox. It comes in a lunchbox with an activity journal, a fun activity journal, and all 7 figures, and a bracelet to convert your shields into charms, and that's a complete set for $65. But we also sell all the figures individually at retail for $9.99, and so those are sold in mystery packs at retail in stores, and we have some of our retailers sell them online. As for boys, right now, I'm actually the mom of 2 boys, and it was really important to me as we designed these figures that they be fierce and fun enough to appeal to boys as well as girls. And so I'm getting letters all the time and emails from moms and dads and grandparents who are actually buying these figures for boys. And I feel very strongly that it's just as important to put the figure of a strong, healthy woman in the hand of a boy as it is for a girl, because you want them internalizing messages about gender equality too, because that's what we're trying to do here. As for boy figures, my husband always says the answer to every question can be answered with, well, that depends. And so what I'm here to say is stay tuned, because we're just getting started.
Okay, yeah, it depends. Now, also, do you have any plans for, say, animation or an app game, since that seems where everybody's going nowadays? Are you planning on doing anything like that with I Am Elementals?
That's a really good question. Initially, our concept was very deliberately created without a backstory. We feel that there is, in today's market, it's very rare to find a story and a toy where the girl is the one saving the day. And so what we were really trying to do, Roderick, was to leave an open-ended play experience for girls so that they could be the protagonist in a story of their own creation. And so the creativity and the creation of the story in and of itself is a huge part of the I Am Elemental concept. Having said that, you're not the first person to ask this question, and so, never say never. I have no idea how it will evolve over time. I have some thoughts to how to create things that are not necessarily exactly in the format that you're asking about, and I'm really excited. I'm having the time of my life, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how we evolve with the product. But no, the lack of backstory was an important part of the concept, and so for right now, we're going to stick with that.
Now, you said that the parents are buying this for their daughters and for the sons. Are you finding like the collector market is also buying this also?
Yes, the collector market's been huge for us. They've been amazing. I'm having wonderful conversations with them. I was really nervous because they were great at the Kickstarter, and they really helped to push our Kickstarter through, but we had to deliver. And so I was really, when we started sending out Kickstarter figures, I was, holding my breath, hoping that the collectors would like them. And we've had some amazing reviews and responses, and the collectors have been really, even today, we've already had so many collectors come by and talk to us about how much they like the figures and how impressed they are with the articulation and the design of them. So yes, the collectors have been wonderful. We're so grateful to have them, and I'm just hoping that we can always live up to their expectations.
Well, thank you, Julie. Julie, one of the owners for I Am Elemental, Play with Power, here at ToyFair for 2015 at the Jacob Javits Convention Center. And I am Roderick Paulus from Toy Masters Video Magazine.